Looking good over there. Benny Walchuk joining us. Hey, it was our Worth the Drive game of the week for Southie Mainline Chrysler. Didn't disappoint, did it, last? I don't know what you heard about it, but Weyburn and Flin Flon in Weyburn. It was the streak is, I guess, somewhat still alive, though, Benny.
It is, yeah. They did get a point to the Bombers on their road trip. They took 7 of 8 points through Malville, Estevan, Weyburn, and Notre Dame. So pretty good road trip for the Bombers. But yeah, heck of a hockey game. Shots are pretty much even. And then Max Chakrabarty is probably one of the candidates for SJHL Defenseman of the Year, and also name of the year in the SJHL as well. Max Chakrabarty. So it was a great game though in Weyburn. And Weyburn's playing some very good hockey here, but yeah, 2 heavyweight tilts taking part there at the Crescent Point Place in Weyburn.
Chakrabarty. Yeah.
Chakrabarty.
Chakrabarty?
Chakrabarty.
Jeez, that's a handle. I love it. I love it. So everything's kind of paused until Friday night. They're all in the beautiful city of Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Yeah, they're at the Seven Oaks Sportsplex there in Winnipeg for the MJHL SJHL showcase.
It's actually a sick barn. It is so hard to get to. It's in like a residential area, and you got to go over like 13 railroad tracks. You're not sure if you're going to get hit, but it's a great facility. So how many teams? What's the whole setup there?
It's 3 teams for each league. So they got 2 U20 teams, so 18 years of age and older, then 1 youngsters team, 18 years of age and under for both leagues. So they'll play the 20U teams. They'll play each and every other team in the MJHL. Then the 18U team will play back-to-back games against each other on today and tomorrow. So it's a great event. It's been a part. I know it was in Regina for the first few years. It's been in Winnipeg the last 3 years, and it's a great exposure. And now with the new CHL and NCAA agreement, some of these guys that play in the Western Hockey League that have come back and are 19-20, this is a big-time exposure for some NCAA scouts south of the border as well. So I think it's an event that's got even more bigger just because with the new agreement with the CHL and everything going with the hockey landscape.
All right, yeah, that's really cool. Perfect for scouts too, right? Just one stop, except getting to that rink, and then once you're there, you can scout. Okay, then things fire back up on Friday. I know my game of the week. It's Melfort making the trek up the Hanson Lake to take on Flin Flon on Saturday. Is that yours?
Yeah, for sure. Like, you look at this, we talked about Melfort, but you look at the standing. I know Flin Flon does have 3 more games played, but they're only 4 points behind Melfort now for top spot overall in the SJHL. They've came kind of through full 360 after their first couple of weeks of the schedule, getting great goaltending from Matthew Keeper, and also look right behind them, Weyburn Red Wings, Jerome Maharaj, who's probably my clutch performer of the week. Was the SJHL Player of the Week. He also had a couple of points in the opening win for Team SJHL today in Winnipeg. He's just a phenomenal player. Very, very slicky slews with the hands, and he's an outstanding player. Also, he's got 109 penalty minutes, so he's not only just an offensive talent, he's got a little bit of grit to his game too. So those top 3 teams right now are separating themselves. I know Yorkton's struggling a little bit. I think they're still in that top 4 echelon of the SJHL, but yeah, things are tightening up pretty good here, not only in the middle of the standings, but at the top as well.
So most teams have how many games left?
They got about maybe 10 or maybe 13, 14, 15, that range or so. They've all got about probably 40 games played out of 56 so far. So
56 game regular loop. All right. I know you're a busy guy right now, Benny. It's a quick one. We'll regroup next week. Really curious to see what happens up in the Flon Saturday night.
Oh, if the weather wasn't looking too crappy, it'd be a nice little drive up there, enjoy the zoo there in Flin Flon, and enjoy some great hockey there at the Whitney Farm. If you haven't been out there, and we talked about in the past, if you haven't been out there, go out there once for a little road trip, maybe when the weather is a little bit more nicer. But it's a great barn to experience. It's got that old style. You're driving, you don't know where the rink is sometimes. You go up a hill by the hospital, through some hills and so on and so forth. But it's a great atmosphere there at the Whitney Farm.
Yeah, probably not in January. I'll maybe make that trip in the playoffs. Things are nice, yeah. And it's supposed to get cold again, and then your car breaks down, and then the werewolves get you.
No service. No service on the Hanson Lake Road.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cell reception is spotty on Hanson for sure.
You got to bring the old CD case, right?
Yeah.
No, Spotify doesn't work.
No
service
there.
Yeah. All right, Benny. Have a good week, bud.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.